When we last left off in Dragon Ball Super Broly vs Jiren, Blackbird Studios' latest and remastered fan manga, things have certainly become kinda hectic in Broly's training alongside Goku and Vegeta. Yet another unexpected turn is awaiting Broly in the horizon as he throws in all the effort to prepare for the upcoming battle with Jiren. These three push themselves to their maximum as Saiyans fight to better themselves and become stronger. Broly in particular, however, is a very special case even amongst Saiyans, with the true lore behind the legendary Super Saiyan, the being his ancestors have tried to mimic and recreate for over 1,000 years, being almost directly tied to him. However, he is nothing like the Saiyans expected. The legendary Super Saiyan, as Vegeta stated, was rumored to be a bloodthirsty savage with nothing but destruction in mind, but deep down, his capabilities greatly exceed even those of both Goku and Vegeta. But it will still take the right push to really bring that beast of a power out of Broly. In the heat of their training, Broly manages to pierce directly through the aura protecting Vegeta and land a devastating gut punch, driving him directly out of the body. He charges at Goku next, but in between the pinnacle of offense and impenetrable defense, there really isn't much he can do. As the duo begin to attack Broly, the manifestation of their monstrous auras become more overwhelming. Goku and Vegeta are able to combine their powers and finally contain Broly in between themselves. Thanks to Chile's words to Broly, he finally snaps out of it and returns to his senses, ending his raging tirade. Broly then, out of nowhere, completely transforms, his muscularity becoming more toned than before, and his personality returns to his face. After being pushed by not only Ultra Instinct but Ultra Ego as well, Broly has finally mastered it. Goku and Vegeta are proud that Broly's finally mastered his Super Saiyan abilities, and now, the true test of fortitude can begin to prepare him for Universe 11's strongest. Once again, I want to remind you guys that this is a fan manga by Blackbird Studios, so if you want to check out Jordan and Monty, their links will be down below in the description box. Also, big news here, Jordan has begun his own YouTube channel finally, that will revolve around all things Dragon Ball of course as well, so be sure to go give the creator of these amazing projects a sub, because honestly, if anybody deserves that supportive push, it is the homie Jordan. The link to his channel will be down below in the description box and on the screen, so definitely guys, be sure to go check him out. Be sure to have those notifications turned on to never miss an upload as soon as they go live, and if you guys haven't already, consider leaving a like on this video as well, because it really helps out a ton. Be sure to follow on both Twitch and Twitter guys to stay up to date with me and all Dragon Ball and anime related content. Without further ado, it's silent as night as our chapter begins, with Broly staring at his bare left hand in their training space and glaring, contemplating his own powers and what possibly is to come of this. He then notices Goku and Vegeta bickering a small distance away. Vegeta for some reason is clearly pissed as he grabs Goku by the collar and yells in irritation while Goku tries to convince him into something. Perplexed as to what's going on right now, Broly has absolutely no idea what's coming to him. Broly watches them as Goku says, "Come on Vegeta, you know it's gonna work." Vegeta, after a slight pause, angrily agrees, saying fine. The duo now turn to face Broly and Goku states, "So Vegeta and I realize that trying to teach you the opposite methods at the same time can be a bit confusing. So we decided we're gonna teach you in a different way." The two stand beside each other and perform the fusion dance, yelling out fusion in unison while Broly watches in anticipation. When their pointer fingers connect, their bodies are conjoined under a blinding light as Broly waits in anticipation for his old rival to appear. As the light dies down, Gogeta appears in his base form, looking at Broly and smiling. In all of his glory, his aura emanates with just the sheer amount of power within his grasp. Broly's jaw is still dropped as he waits in anticipation for Gogeta to make his first move, but after Gogeta says, "Alright big guy, let's see what you can do," Broly actually charges at him first. Gogeta disappears before Broly's eyes and reappears behind and above him. Broly manages to turn around in the nick of time and block the incoming kick with his arm, but this attack puts some distance between the two, and while Broly catches his breath, Gogeta smirks again and transforms into Super Saiyan Gogeta. In response, Broly transforms into Super Saiyan as well, but Gogeta isn't done. He crosses his arms in front of him as a blinding red light illuminates the entire chambers. Enter Super Saiyan God Gogeta, a transformation at another level that causes a blast which Broly must brace himself against. Super Saiyan God Gogeta uses his incredible speed to charge and land a number of fast punches on Broly, none of which he could defend against. After that last attack from Gogeta, Broly spits up blood and he even receives another strike from a backflip kick that sends him flying. Broly, now wounded, goes on the defensive, but Gogeta isn't done transforming just yet. He then takes it up another notch even, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, giving off another devastating amount of godly power, as Broly can only stutter in disbelief, saying, "Blue?" knowing he remembers this form. Gogeta uses his incredible speed to dash at Broly again, but this time Broly readies his own attack and tries to fire at point blank range on Gogeta. Gogeta of course is more than prepared though, as he just smirks, charges in head first into the attack, and then does a last minute dodge, avoiding the attack with ease. He then launches a kick at Broly's abdomen, landing a direct hit and pushing him back even more. Broly has sustained heavy damage at this point, coughing up more blood, but Gogeta is far from done. He now readies an attack of his own and starts firing directly at the staggering Broly, who has no time to react and takes the full brunt of the attack. Gogeta lands and looks to the heavily wounded Broly now, huffing to catch his breath. Gogeta continues to mock him slightly, saying, "What's wrong, Broly?" "What's happening?" Broly asks, as he recalls the attacks that were just used against him, how he felt during those attacks and the effects still lingering on him. He grunts in frustration, to which Gogeta responds with, "If the pressure of a stronger opponent is too much for you, then I have no choice." As Gogeta prepares his next attack, he raises his right hand to ready the Soul Punisher technique, as Broly stares in utter disbelief. Gogeta then hurls the finishing attack at him, but Broly actually catches and blocks the sphere with all of his strength in his right hand, to leave Gogeta momentarily surprised actually. As Broly yells, he manages to stop the attack and causes it to explode. In the ensuing haze, Broly frantically looks around for his opponent, to no avail however, thinking he's finally overcome Gogeta, but Gogeta has quite a bit more left for him. Gogeta appears behind him and delivers another big blow to his abdomen, causing him to cough up even more blood. He doubles over in pain and looks up to see yet another transformation. Before Broly now stands mastered Ultra Instinct Gogeta, enveloped in a majestic white aura. Broly is far from ready to give up though, as he stares in his opponent's eyes, to which Gogeta responds, "Broly, your body adapts to battle on its own, imprinting the experience into your muscle memories. In order for you to use it to defend and avoid danger, you must learn to clear your mind and tame your instincts. The more that Saiyan blood pumps through you, the more powerful and vicious you become. You need to learn the correct time to use those abilities." Broly believes in actions over words though, thus he charges straight at Gogeta, attempting to land a punch to his chest. Not even moving an inch however, Gogeta hardens his torso just like Goku has done before and takes the hit. This leaves Broly reeling from the damage of the impact of his punch, almost crushing his fist, but launches more punches nonetheless. Gogeta blocks each and every punch with a single-handed lightning speed and states, "Attacking while your opponent is on the defensive like this is pointless. You have to wait for your chance to strike." In his frenzy, Broly doesn't seem to comprehend the meaning of these words and attempts to land a punch to the face of Gogeta. Gogeta instantly dodges though, leaving Broly to punch thin air, and counters with a direct headbutt to Broly's head. Broly gets thrown a distance away, to which Gogeta responds with, "You need to learn to defend yourself. You may have powerful instincts, but if you can't use them correctly, then they're useless to you." This is when Gogeta does the unthinkable. transforming into Vegeta's Ultra Ego form, enveloped in a reddish-purple light, continuing to demonstrate the power of the perfect fusion. Broly isn't ready to give up here though, and he charges at Gogeta again with a punch, but Gogeta easily dodges it by simply just moving to the side. Broly attempts multiple kicks from behind, but Gogeta dodges those as well with just slight and precise movements. Broly then attempts a punch from above, to which Gogeta blocks with his left arm and then proceeds to counter with a kick. Broly is then thrown back from the force and Gogeta charges at him now on the offensive, yelling, "It looks like you only learned the hard way. Fine with me." Just as his punch is about to land on Broly's face, Broly concentrates and makes a swift dodge by tilting his head to the side, narrowly avoiding Gogeta's attack. Taken by surprise, Gogeta now takes a punch to the chest himself. Broly continues trying to go on the offensive, preparing another punch, to which Gogeta easily blocks with his arm, but Broly is ready this time, as he grins and then swiftly lands another punch on his abdomen. After the duo puts some distance between each other with this attack, they take a moment to acknowledge each other's efforts. "Now that's what I'm talking about finally," Gogeta states, as Broly continues to huff in exhaustion. Gogeta closes his eyes now in preparation for his next massive attack, but what he does next is almost indescribable. Switching between forms, Mastered Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, he combines not only the godly power of Ultra Instinct, but the devastating destruction of Ultra Ego as well in either hand, and then he brings them together into one singular attack known as a Celestial Kamehameha. But suddenly, just as he was preparing to release this devastating final blow, the fusion abruptly comes to an end, separating Goku and Vegeta into separate individuals once more. In all good times though, as Gogeta grins at Vegeta, who turns away and folds his arms, they achieved what they needed to do here. "Broly, I think you're ready," Goku states to a worn down Broly who'd never been through training like this before. Meanwhile, as all this takes place, light years away, we see Margarita, Velmont, and Toppo all surrounding something that looks like a supernova growing even brighter and larger. At its core, however, sits Jiren, in deep concentration while in a meditative pose. I haven't seen Jiren this hype for a while now. I know training with a supernova is normal for him, but he's meditating in the heart of one. That's a wild man, Velmont says. This isn't new. This has been his normal training regimen since the tournament, states Toppo. Almost as if in direct response to their talks, the supernova recedes in size as Jiren readies and throws a punch from within, shooting a deadly beam out of it. "Oh, well, that's new," states Toppo. Jiren now opens his eyes and shoots out of the supernova, landing directly in front of the onlooking trio. "Ah, Jiren, what could you be doing here?" Velmont asks nonchalantly. I need training," responds Jiren briefly. Grinning, Velmont states, "Oh, well, you came to the right place, my friend.